Good evening, everyone, to TruthoverWine with...
To TruthoverWine? Welcome to TruthoverWine.
Truthover, we had some wine already,
wine.
sorry. Too much wine already.
With Lily.
And TJ.
So, what are we talking about tonight?
So what are we talking about tonight? We had a couple of glasses of wine already, I'm sorry.
Tonight we're talking about weight loss.
Weight loss.
Our weight loss journey.
We've had a journey and a half.
Where we started, how did we get here, where are we now, all of that good stuff. I feel like as women, we all can relate to weight loss journeys. Or just weight journeys in general, right?
I think everyone just in general. Women, yes, particularly, especially after childbirth and children and marriage and divorces and...
Here we are talking about weight loss with all of this on the table. I'll be in the gym tomorrow.
We shall be doing a whole lot of exercising tomorrow.
But yeah.
I think everybody can relate to weight loss. I think we all fluctuate up and we go up and down. And it's just a part of our normality, I think, as human beings. Especially if you're not trained to like go to the gym and...
Who's trained to
A lot of people are trained to go to the gym. A lot of people enjoy going to the gym. I don't like going to the gym.
I like it now. I think you need to find a space that you enjoy. And I'm excited to go to the gym now. And there's nothing skinny about me. I am working on that though. But I enjoy going to the gym.
I wasn't a fat kid. I really didn't suffer from weight loss.
We're going to try to refrain from using fat. She wasn't pleasantly plump.
Sorry, guys.
I'm trying to be politically correct here. All right, fine.
I wasn't a
heavy kid.
I wasn't.
Okay.
I wasn't. I was pretty much very thin, slim.
So when did you start to put on weight?
I started putting on weight, fluctuating up and down after about around when I had my kids when I was very young. So by 21, I had my second daughter, and I started to fluctuate in my weight. So I would go up, I would go down, I would gain 20 pounds, lose 10, and that was my ordeal. Okay. But I was still in a decent weight area, I guess.
Healthy.
I was healthy. I was healthy weight. I was a healthy weight. I would put on 10 pounds, drop 5, drop 10, gain 5, and that was always the game that I played with my weight. But I also had my metabolism that was in place. So
I mean, you were 20-something years old. Well, I can't say that. Not everybody has that experience, right?
No, not everybody does. And it sure went away in my mid-20s where my metabolism just kind of slowed down and didn't want to go anywhere. And then at that point is when I started to go up and down with my weight and really have a battle.
When did you have your twins?
I had my twins when I was 32.
Okay. How long did it take you to lose the weight from there?
I didn't gain any weight with them.
I don't like you.
I didn't gain it.
So I can't say, all right. I gained 20 pounds with you. I was already heavy. So I promised myself that I wouldn't gain more than 20 pounds. I would lose the weight. Like, I would lose the weight and then some after I had the baby. But then I would gain it back. And Corona happened.
That's right. That's right.
That damn COVID. So I was losing weight. Everything was going great. I was going to the gym. Everything was wonderful. Then COVID happened. And they closed the gyms down. And I gained. I literally went back to work looking just as pregnant as I did when I left work. Okay, fine. I looked like I was heavy, but I looked just as heavy when I went back to work. Like, you didn't know whether or not I released this child or not. They probably thought, how is she still pregnant? Like, that's how I looked when I came back to work. And just recently, I finally said, yeah, that's a no-go. I had my, come to Jesus moment with my weight, and I was just like, yeah, I don't want to be that person anymore.
But you lost.
I've lost 35.2 pounds.
In how long?
I lost 25 pounds in 45 days. Pardon me, in a month. I've been going since June 21st, so now I'm 2 months in, and I've lost 35.2. Goal is to lose 60 altogether. I'll do it.
Well, you're halfway there.
I'll do it.
A little bit more than halfway.
More than halfway.
It's wonderful. That's wonderful.
So, talk to me. Losing the weight. So, Tahani has lost a tremendous amount of weight. You want to tell them?
Yeah, I lost about 87 pounds so far.
87 pounds. So, now that you've lost the weight, do you feel like things are different?
Well, yeah, it's a lifetime. It's a lifestyle change. Everything is just you got to change. It's a lifestyle. This is not something that you can just take and say, okay, I'm going to do it right now, and then I'm not going to do it again. Because that's the problem. That's what I think. What a lot of us do is, well, at least what I used to do was, I would jump into that quick diet. I wouldn't eat for 3 weeks. I dropped out those 10, 15 pounds that I had to drop off. And the moment that I felt comfortable, oh, I look good in these jeans, I went back to my regular habits. Rice, potatoes, pasta. Like I couldn't just have rice. I had to have rice and potatoes. And if there was pasta, I'd have pasta. Right?
It might be a culture thing too.
Yeah, definitely a culture thing. I mean, my mother, oh, my poor mother. Mom, if you're listening, I'm sorry. I'm going to throw her under the bus.
Oh my gosh.
So I came home one day and I was like, I'm not buying any more rice in this house because this is ridiculous. Like, I look
How
like
are you going to get away with not buying
Wait, I said rice is cement for your stomach.
Interesting. Okay.
I said that to him. I don't know where I got that from. I heard him from somewhere. I don't know. Maybe the doctor.
I don't know, but it's
I think the
true.
doctor might have told me that. He might have been like, rice is no good for you. It's like cement to your stomach. So I said that to my mother. My mother started crying.
No way. Why?
My mother was so hurt. Because where we come from, rice is, like, everything that you eat is with rice. And in my mother's mind, she was like, what nutrition are you getting? Like, rice has no nutritional value. Like, what are you talking about? Like, I don't understand if it's quinoa, but it's rice. We don't need to eat rice. If, let's put you have to eat the vegetables with something. You can't just eat vegetables. No, that's what you think. It's a culture thing. Mm-hmm. And especially, I'm Peruvian, so my mother's Peruvian, so of course we're the food is just amazing. But everything's with rice, so yeah. I had to do a lot of changes.
I'm West Indian, and my parents are Haitian. There's not a meal that doesn't come with rice. It's a non-negotiable. Everything comes with rice. Matter of fact, the plate starts with the rice. There's no plate without rice. And I love my mom, and I'm not throwing you under the bus. She can fatten anybody up. Like, if you're like, no, Mom, I don't need any more. I'm trying to watch my weight. She's like, no, you have to eat.
Yeah, you're gonna get. I mean, I did take it to a whole. I took my diet to a whole different extreme because of the fluctuation in weight. I started to get a fatty liver from getting a fatty liver. It went into. I was diagnosed with cytosis in the liver, and which eventually can lead to liver disease. It can lead to cirrhosis of the liver. Mm-hmm. So when I started hearing these different things being thrown at me, cirrhosis is a big deal.
Right.
My heart dropped, and all I could think about is, God forbid something happens to me. What about my girls? Right? Then what? What about my girls? That was the first thing that came to me was my twins. What about my twins? My older girls are older. That's fine. But what about the babies? And I was borderline diabetic. My blood pressure was up. They were already putting me on medication. And I wasn't overly heavy, but I was heavy. I had to drop. I could have probably dropped 30 pounds and felt a lot better, but I was nowhere near my goal weight.
Or what they say is healthy for our
you.
height, right? Because we're pretty short girls. I'm 5'2".
I'm 5'3".
So according to doctors, right, what is your BMI is supposed to be, what, 25?
25, 26.
In order to be healthy?
I was
definitely way over that. I'm still over that right now. At my worst, I want to say my BMI. No, I know exactly what it was. It was a 39.5.
That's what I was at. That was my worst. My worst BMI was 39.
I was 39.5. I just finished having my baby. I was on 3 blood pressure medications and absolutely depressed. There's no baby. There's no excuse anymore. There's no reason for me to be as heavy as I was. The fight to get this weight off. Who wants to go through that battle? The food is so good. It's so easy to indulge.
It really is.
It's so easy to eat whatever it is you want.
Wait, I think it's a psychological thing.
That I agree with 100%.
It's not so much it is a psychological thing, and let us keep it very honest. Gluttony is a very serious thing. When we eat because we're already full, but we continue to eat and continue to eat because it makes us feel better. And we eat. I used to eat till I got sick. There were times that I couldn't even move from the amount of food that I was eating.
So I wouldn't do that, but I had to eat what I like. I definitely had an unhealthy relationship with food, and I would have to eat what I like. And they make food and the foods that you like so easily accessible.
I think it's a mental thing.
Uber Eats, DoorDash, everything is so easily accessible now. Going, okay, you either have to feel bad about how you look, be unhealthy, be on 3 blood pressure medications, be at that point of...
I think that was a turning point for me because I was still comfortable being bigger. I was comfortable
in that space.
in my space. It wasn't something that was detrimental to me. Oh my God!
I was still confident being heavy.
Yeah,
I never thought I was the cutest thing ever.
Yeah.
That part I didn't lose, but did I feel good being heavier?
No. And towards I want to say towards the time that I started to trend down is when when I had to really come to terms with myself because of what was going on with my liver was the key. That was a turning point for me in that sense. And quite frankly, the detox. And let me tell you something, that the detoxification of my liver the first couple of weeks was when I tell you projectile vomiting. Sorry guys, of bile. Pure yellow, it was terrible. It was terrible, and I think that we do this to ourselves. We make our bodies subject through so much because sometimes we just, we have this love-hate relationship with food that gets out of control. It's our comfort zone. So if I'm happy, I eat. If I'm sad, I eat. If I'm mad, I eat. And
I think society does it, right? Because anytime there's a celebration, food is incorporated in it, right?
Yeah.
It's a birthday. We're eating birthday cake.
Yeah.
Right? We're at graduations. Let's go to dinner. We have cake.
To a certain degree, but I think a lot of people, what a lot of people don't talk about is the mental health, the mental aspect of things, right? And how we hide behind certain things, and food, I want to say, is one of the biggest things.
I am that person. My unhealthy relationship, so I was thin growing up, really, really thin, up until my mid-20s. Very, extremely thin, clothes falling off of me thin. Then I started putting on the weight. Didn't bother me. Funny enough, didn't bother me. Then I gained enough weight to the point where I was like, I don't like it. All of a sudden, light bulb goes off, I lose 40 pounds. Great, you lost 40 pounds. I get married, we're having big, big fun. We are happy in this marriage. We are eating in this marriage and enjoying this marriage. And I gained all 40 pounds. But I didn't stop eating. It was my comfort. I enjoyed it. I had a lot. It wasn't until I had my babies that I was like, okay, so one, there's no excuse at this point. Then I was in physical pain. I'm in my late 30s. I'll admit, I'm 39 years old. I was in physical pain. I could not give my babies a bath without being in physical pain. I'm only 39 years old. And I'm on 3 blood pressure medications. Something's got to give. Woke up one day and I was like, yeah, I'm tired. That's why it's mental, because you could literally flip that switch that quickly. It is mental.
The physical pain was for me the turning point as well. Like, I knew I had to do something at that point. And I mean, it just, I guess everybody goes through different things and different weight loss programs and different diets and surgeries and cosmetic surgeries and gastric bypasses and sleeves and different things that we are going to do that's going to make us healthier, that's going to make us better. But a lot of it, a lot of it has to do, and I want to say 98.99% of it has to do with mental.
Your mental health.
Your mental health is huge when it comes to weight loss, because even if you do a gastric bypass or you do a gastric sleeve, or you go and you get that help, that tool, right? Because it's a tool for you to lose weight. If you're not mentally prepared for it,
you're not going. But as I understand it,
you will put the weight right back on.
As I understand it, you have to go get some type of psychological.
You do. You have to go. You got to go get
Yes,
you got to go get psychologically evaluated. However, that just states that you're in a good good mental condition to take that to make that decision to have the surgery, so you could withstand what's going to come later, because you can't eat how you used to physically eat. But a lot of people don't understand that, people that go and get the gastric bypass, the gastric sleeve, for example, don't understand that when you are going through it, it is a mental. It consumes you. It's one of the worst and most difficult decisions that you can make and you can do.
At the end of the day, I have no regrets starting my journey. I was mad, I was sad, I was depressed. I couldn't do it anymore. I didn't want my kids to see me this way. I didn't want to teach them unhealthy habits. I wanted to be able to enjoy them, and I wasn't in that space. I wasn't enjoying them, and I definitely, discipline turned on. This is what it was going to be.
But it is. It's a lot of discipline.
No sugar. No oil. I did that for 45 days. No sugar, no oils, no juices, no dairy, no milk. You name it, I couldn't have it. I literally was just having a 5-ounce protein and a salad for lunch, 5-ounce protein and a salad for dinner, 2 fruits in between lunch and dinner, no breakfast, a lot of water. I'm still on it. Yeah, this is a treat for us.
Yeah. No sugar.
No sugar,
nothing. Sugar. No sugar, no soda, no juices.
Can we admit now that carbs are for the devil? Seriously?
It really is.
Carbs are for the devil.
They really are. As good as they are, because they are. And even though I want to say that I think that a lot of it has to do with
moderation,
right? Which I don't think I know what moderation is, because I can have bowls of it, right? So I have to stay away. But it's definitely something that I think, again, it comes to your mental health. It comes to your mental state. You have to take care of yourself mentally before you can take care of yourself physically. Because the journey through that weight loss can be very difficult, and that is how you go backward. Once you lose those 10 pounds, you're so happy and excited. What do? I'm going to treat myself. Celebrate. I'm going to have just one. Oh, I can have rice today because guess what? I lost 10 pounds. Yeah, you just gained 3 of it back, right? So it's really making that decision to really turn it around. But I'm definitely proud of you because you did lose 35 pounds.
I'm still on that journey. I'm going to get to my goal. 60 pounds is my goal. Is it hard?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it the hardest battle? I think here's what's funny. There are a lot of battles that are hard in life.
This was by far.
This is definitely it rates up there. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what it's like to, I don't know, go through really, really drastic things. Thank God I haven't really had to go through many drastic things. However, losing weight or the fight with losing weight, I literally could be in front of my refrigerator on my knees praying to God to not let me eat what's in there. Because that's how attached you are.
I was hiding food.
To food.
I told you I was hiding food. I would go and sneak, like, you would think I was smoking behind my mother's back or something. Like, I was 12 years old. And I would eat and eat and eat and eat. And there was just never, and that, again, that was my, because again, and I don't get tired of saying it. It's mental. Like, sometimes we need that little bit of help, or, everybody, and these are things that people don't talk about because we're embarrassed. Mm-hmm. It's embarrassing to say I used to sneak food at 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm eating cold rice out of the pot. I'm sure I'm not the only one.
So I've never eaten cold rice out of the pot.
I did.
However, I'm the orderer.
We did order a lot.
I ordered lobster mac and cheese,
chicken wings, calamari,
fried calamari, and there was something else.
There was something else on the table. I don't remember what it was.
I don't remember what it was.
But we didn't have dessert.
We didn't have dessert. But we also didn't eat it.
We didn't eat it, but we ordered it.
We ordered it. Literally, I think maybe everyone tasted it. And it was like,
I couldn't.
My husband will eat it. My husband will eat it when literally I took everything.
It was lobster. It was
lobster mac and cheese.
Oh my God, it was so good. But I didn't have any pasta.
I tasted the lobster mac and cheese.
I think it's
I didn't have the
satisfying.
chicken. I didn't have the chicken.
I had a chicken.
Oh, but I had no, we ate those tacos.
Oh, we had shrimp tacos, and you see,
shrimp tacos.
we ate with our eyes. We did. We ate with. I didn't have a shrimp taco.
Okay, well, I had a shrimp taco.
Is it fair to say that we ordered with our eyes?
We ordered with our eyes. However,
we didn't eat it.
Better than when we were bad.
Because
when we were bad, we would have eaten all of that.
All of that.
We're not there anymore.
No,
we don't. It's a life change.